And so we try to put the whole thing in context. A couple more questions. Yeah?
How much coaching did you do with the scientists and the people on the panels that you worked with?
I wish we could say we did more. Bob could probably answer this. I'm a skeptic about media training, which a number of the agencies think is important. I think that the native personality that you come to the project with is almost as important. I know that when we did some projects related to the Mars rovers, the NASA folks were very concerned about questions about nuclear power on board spacecraft, and so there was media training about that. But when I said we have this big cast of characters, it's more like casting the folks that you think will be good, and I would say we were about 75% successful. I won't mention the 25% that we weren't so successful on. But sometimes in public presentations, folks would get just too detailed. They would get into a presentation that would be right for a PhD dissertation defense, but not for the public audiences. So we would work quite extensively in terms of customizing the graphics. When people came up with things like Julie Brigham-Reddy, who's a Greenland specialist, when she did that chart about CO2, she said, out of thin air, she said, look, there's this pattern, 280, 180, 280, 180, 280, 180. And we said, that's really a nice way of doing it. And she would walk in front of the screen doing it, and you'd actually see the pictures going across her as she was doing it. And it was a very visceral way of turning a flat graphic into something that was lively. And so we suggested that Mary do it. We suggested that other people do it. Richard Alley would do it. He would dance across the stage when he was doing it. Because he's a quite dynamic character. So we'd learn from the personality quirks that folks had, and we did ask them to, a little less of that, a little more of that. So